Changes at the Austin Police Department after KXAN uncovers $800,000 in unpaid bills.
The money is owed to the city for security provided by APD at several high-profile events. KXAN investigative reporter Shannon Wolfson has been tracking down this money. She's live with tonight's special report.
That's right. As you guys know, big events in Austin require a lot of extra security, a lot of extra traffic control. Those extra police officers you see, well, they're working overtime, and it is up to event organizers to pay the city for those services. But some of them haven't paid, and some of them shouldn't have received a bill in the first place. Marathons, the movie and music festivals, even the biker rallies. All these events make Austin the destination city it is.
You got to recognize that Austin is a special events town.
No doubt, but all these special events can also drain city resources.
When you have a lot of people in a close, compact area in a city, you have to be able to police that. You also have to manage that traffic.
And that requires a lot of extra officers, all working overtime. Event organizers get the bill. Problem is, some of them aren't paying. Our investigation started months ago. City records showed more than $800,000 owed to APD.
This is Shannon Wolfson with KXAN.
When we started asking questions, APD resolved more than $200,000 in just a couple of weeks, but the balance would still break most of our banks.
Obviously, that's money the department could use, and so our hope is that people will take their obligation seriously and pay those bills.
According to city records, Runtex was #1 on the list with the most money owed to APD.
We're the Hollywood of the road race scene and special events in Austin. So, you know, we love to make those things happen.
Runtex CEO Paul Carrozza helps keep Austin moving, organizing many of the city's running events. And they all come with a hefty price tag from APD. So when Carrozza found out he owed more than $100,000 to the department for races dating back to 2006, he took action.
Sometimes the bills might have gone to a sponsor when it was supposed to go, whoever was the title on the parade permit. And so as it got sorted out, we had to go back and look at our relationship with the race, make sure we were responsible. Once that was confirmed, then we were able to pay the, make sure we were responsible, then we paid the bill.
$102,117 paid. But the Runtex bills highlight a problem with accounting at Austin Police Department.
In 2007, we actually operated pretty much on a paper system, and paper and file system was not very efficient.
Sometimes bills went to the wrong person or company, whoever took out the permit. And for years, the balances weren't collected because the proper group wasn't getting the bill. And there was no follow-up by APD, no protocol in place for collections. That's the case for the next company on the list, Motorola, listed as owing the city more than $80,000 for security provided at 5K runs in 2004 and 2006. Problem is, the bills should have gone to Freescale, a company spun off from Motorola, the organizers of the runs. Not Motorola, the event sponsor. After our investigation began, Freescale paid up, and they issued us this statement. Quote, "We appreciate KXAN bringing this matter to our attention. We weren't able to find any original invoices for the service, so we immediately contacted APD directly and paid the invoice in full. That's $80,518.31. Paid. Next is Jag Traffic, nearly $80,000 in the hole for traffic control projects. That company has yet to return calls from KXAN. Improper billing may also explain why Silicon Laboratories came in at #4 on APD's list of debts, reportedly owing just under $44,000, along with Junior Achievement of Central Texas, #6 on the list, shown to owe about $26,000. All related to police services for the Austin Marathon Relay. The public relations representative for the event says Silicon Labs' alleged debts are owed by former event manager Runtex, and says Junior Achievement is contesting one bill but is otherwise paid up. The event's public relations firm sent this statement to KXAN. Quote, "According to an updated list that APD confirmed on May 1st, the Austin Marathon Relay does not owe the city of Austin anything at this time."
Something fell through the cracks, obviously, and they didn't get paid.
And then there's the Austin Symphony Orchestra.
Until I get some official notification from the city or the police department, I'm not going to do anything about it. because we don't owe it.
Anthony Caroa is the director, 5th on the list of owing the most money to APD, more than $31,000 related to their July 4th concerts in 2006 and 2007. Problem is, Caroa says the symphony doesn't owe the money because those concerts were in Zilker Park during the years when the orchestra had a deal that the city would cover the costs.
This was the deal. This is how it was worked out, and we were very grateful that the city was able to help, because otherwise we would have had to discontinue doing the concerts.
$31,299.67 still owed, or maybe it isn't.
In fact, that debt, like some others we found, is also being contested because of those accounting practices we mentioned at APD. Tonight on KXAN News at 10, the change in APD policy when it comes to collections as a result of our investigation. Shannon Wolfson, KXAN News.
Thank you, Shannon. And if you're curious about who's on APD's list of people with unpaid debts, we've posted that online with this story right now at KXAN.com. And if you have a story, contact the KXAN Investigates tip line, 512-703-5255. You may also email us, investigates@KXAN.com.